Hello guys, welcome to another Elden Ring video. This is actually a tips and tricks video. I do not want to quit. And I'm going to show you what it looks like for every dual wielding weapon attack. And unlike what you might think, dual wielding weapons are actually pretty good, especially with certain types. Right now, we're going to start off with the daggers. See here? Incredibly quick. If you want to do some things like that, boom, boom, boom. Okay, now jumping light, as we can see, does that. Now if we do running, boom. Daggers are pretty useful. Now if we move on to these, straight swords or whatever, I don't really care what they're called. This is what they look like. Very quick, very smooth, and constantly double hitting. Jumping attack. Boom. Running attack. Now time for my favorite. These ones. We're going to do my personal favorite for the dual wielding. It's the other way around. But anyways, who cares about that? Boom, boom, boom. As you automatically see, it's a lot slower than the other two we've shown, but it is a lot better and like overall power. And when you're hitting with two weapons, for example, as you see here, the physical damage for both of these are quite insane. Now we move over to great swords. Fortunately, I do not have the right requirements to wield these, but I don't think I actually need that. Actually, I think I can wield these if I drink this. Yep, I can. Okay. Boom. A lot slower. And it's nearly the same animations as the other swords. But of course, it's going to have a lot more power and a lot more force. These two are not upgraded that much, but if you upgrade them a lot, they're going to do a lot of damage. Fortunately, we cannot do it with these since I do not have the two of them, sadly. So sorry about that, guys. But we can do it with these. Boom, boom, boom. Jumping attack, boom. And running attack. If you guys didn't see that, let me do it again. Running attack. Slashing attack. 1, 2, 3. Jump. Boom. Now we're going to swap over to these. Let's do with good old Mogus' weapon. Even though I can't wield it, it doesn't really matter. Boom. 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 Kind of the same as the other before. But we see it's tiny bits of different. Not that much though. Now we're going to move down to the katanas. Oh, I actually passed them. We're going to use two of them I can actually use. Okay. Boom. Boom. Okay. We're going to jump in the air. Boom. Now, running attack. Very unique. Now we're going to deal with these two. We'll swap to them. This needs a dexterity of 20, but who cares for that right now? Jumping attack. And running attack. Now time for these. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom. Okay. Now we're going to jump up, slam down. And now time for a running attack. It all depends on, at the end of the day, it all depends on what type of weapon you're using and how good are your stats. For example, you can't just wield these two at level 1 and keep on doing that. So in my opinion, don't dual wield until you're a higher level, like about level 30 or maybe even 20. I started dual wielding about when I was level 50, near 90. And I discovered how useful it is, but remember, in dual wielding, you cannot use both of them. Like both of these things. For example, watch. I can only do that, but I cannot do this. Okay. Unfortunately, we do not have another flail nor another mace. Sorry about that, guys. My bad. And actually, speaking of, we got 2 heavy weapons here. Boom. These are colossals, if I remember correctly. Boom. Okay. Now, boom. Now, so if you ever want to be a heavy hitter, you could use these. Now time for these spears. Like I said, that's what I think they are. Nice, boom. So if you want to keep your distance with people and keep on poking them, these are probably the best weapons for your go. And even a jumping attack, you're still poking at a range. Overall, for safety, these are probably your best bet. And probably these as well. Forgot about that. Boom. Now I'm going to jump up, slam down. And now I'm going to run. Boom. Oh yeah, there is a special thing if I remember. I don't remember if it's just for the right card boss. Nope, not that. Yep. Now time for 2 good old halberds. Doesn't have to be exact halberds. I'm just matching it with that because I like the aesthetics they have with both. Now, boom, boom, boom. Jump up, boom, boom, boom. Now we turn around and do a sprinting run. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Now time for scythes. These are actually the only 2 scythes I have. I don't know if there's actually any other scythes in the game, even in the DLC. I'm pretty sure there are. And I'm guaranteed there are. Slam down. Boom. Now we do a running attack. Boom. Now time for whips. Boom. Boom, boom. Okay. Now jumping attack. Boom. Now, I don't know if it actually will work with these ones, since usually you can dual wield 2 of them. But now we'll check. Okay, now jump. And running. Okay. Because if you remember, if you dual wield 2 fist weapons like these, you get 2 of them. So then you can do this, pressing this button instead of this one. Because remember, in order to dual wield, you can't press this or this to hit both of them. You have to hit this right here. Now, dual wielding bows, I don't remember if it does actually anything. Yep, it doesn't do anything. Dual wielding shields. This also does nothing, because watch this. Boom. So yeah, if you all liked the video, thank you for coming. And what up? Let me get out of this naked form. and my thanks for coming here and watching these videos. Have a good day, guys.